Alright, hello everyone. Good news. I found out where that fucking mosasaur has gotten to. Bad news, it's sort of unobtainable, but we might be able to lure it out. So, let's just put away that... Oh, I got a tame offline. I took our Braug out for a spin, and we came across a very funny little critter. It's called a fucking Alpha Mosasaur. If you've played Ark, you know why, Alpha Mosasaur is a bit of a dangerous thing. Thankfully, though, we ran into one of these guys, a Hydrovanta, and Hydrovantas just love to heal your creatures, so... You know, after I pulled myself back from getting my shit kicked in... And I'm gonna use this guy for travel. And while I was down here doing what a Hydrovanta does best, which is gather absolutely ludicrous amounts of pills, I was just here taming up a really good Protostega. And you wouldn't believe what I saw through the cliff wall. A fucking mosasaur tail. So that 174 mosasaur that I was going to tame last stream has gone and lodged itself into these rocks somewhere. The utter fucking indignity of it, I tell ya. Anywho, guess what? I live above just a massive area where there is just black pearls. Just an absurd number of black pearls. I was actually going to tame a Tuso. But there's a slight problem with any Tuso taming. The slight problem is I found a really good 156, but there's a fucking Alpha Tuso hanging around it. Which is a pity. Yes, while we are generating Healy stuff, yeah, by the way, Hydrovanta can just do this. While we are generating the Healy gel on Black Omen, a disgusting amount of black pearls is more useful to me as black pearls. So, we have revenge to get. Because while we didn't find that one I wanted to tame, I found something else. Well, I'm gonna put toxin away, actually. We just had hair out for kibble farming. There's Sharkbane, beautiful. $49 kibble. I'm not going to bring squid meat with me. I have a suspicion we're going to encounter some squid meat on our travels. Call it a hunch. Anywho, I found a mosasaur. A 180 mosa. So, oh, let's get a new. I'm going to pack Landhopper along with us, along with Black Omen. Landhopper is our quickest travel mount, of course. And I'm also just going to get our Archelons. Let me just check a thing. Just hold on. Arcalon. Yeah, I thought so. They don't eat regular food. They only eat biotoxin. That's fine. We'll have to go grab some more biotoxin while we're out and about. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure these ones should all be in range of feeding troughs. Excuse me, Brunhilde. Eris, I need you to just move in a bit. 3 more saddles. I think I have a spare Arcalon saddle around here somewhere. I've got the... Oh, only... Okay, that's fine. How the fuck am I low on metal? Hold on. Oh my word, I'm really low on metal. Hold on, one quick, one quick detour before we head off. I need metal. Ba-dum-bum. Shouldn't have Abyss on me, but that's fine. If we need backup, he'll be there. Slog. We'll go hit up the Karkanos cave as well. Just throw him over there. We'll grab Crabhammer. Crabhammer. I really need to get a second Anki and just dual wield them. Actually, hang on, there's the, stuff up the top. I think there's only... Yeah, there's only... I went up there earlier today. I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to get a Mila jumped again. I think there's only a Saber up here, which will be very easy to deal with. Oh, I'll give it another thing, really. Yeah, a Saber is no threat to Crabhammer. Does remind me, I do need to go down and grab the random Karkanos that's below. However, that is, of course, not today's tame. As tempting as another Karkanos is. And hell, I can always head over to the cave, the Lair of Masks, and just, you know, exploit the instant respawning Karkanos there. But that's something here will be really good if I get my hands on a friggin' Mosasaur for, because then I can stick at the, 24, completely avoidable. You're not gonna win, Sabretooth. Hold on. come back for that Doad later. That's actually a nice looking color and a pretty decent level. Hold on, we pissed off another one. Let's... Always the saber-teeths around here. Oh, that's something. Dropped something. Yes, I do need to keep an eye out for a good, hold on, oh, hold on. That is a... Stidgy! Don't think I've seen many of those. But yeah, the friggin' sabers always just cause problems around here, I swear. But, our first mission today is we're going to get revenge. We're going to get our Mosasaur. The next mission is I've been eyeing a pretty decent looking Meraxes. And I did in fact breed up a ton of Rexes. For the purpose of taming. Are you ready? I love Carcanos. They are seriously one of my favorite critters in the game. While Crabhammer is our good go-to, at some point I do actually have to work on breeding a combination of our good stats. That's a fucking... Oh my god, I leave for 12 fucking seconds. 120 Spino. 120 Spino. Probably not going to get us anything good. Hold on. You up. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, who... Bryn, you haven't had a fight in a couple of days. Go and clear this up. If that was a 160 Spino, I would be running over here to tame it. I might have to set up a wall, because this isn't the first Spino that's randomly appeared here. Alright, we didn't get a Spinosaur. Hold on. Wow, no Spinosaur. What a cheapskate of a friggin' Spinosaur. Well, that's why it's dead. full are you, by the way, Slok? I don't think I checked. You're... Yeah, that's probably enough, metal to keep us going for a while. Three whole fucking stacks. That'll do us for a good long while. Anyway, I'm just gonna hop between, let's just... Get you here. I'd have to get a second... I might have to improve my storage, actually. Yeah, I just realized I think we're gonna be... running out of stuff very soon. Alright. Beautiful. That'll clear that up. And let's just grab the soul Archelon saddle we have and just start moving it between them. You're in range of... It looks like you are. Beautiful. Yep, beautiful. They're all in range of getting LG. So we're just going to leave them there to soak a bit. Actually, no, the saddle should probably go to my strongest one, this one. And we will have Bryn standing guard. Alright. Weaponry ready. I know I do have more appetizer, it's just downstairs. Hold on. Wait, I've only got... Oh my word, okay, I might actually make some more appetizer. Hold on. Okay, low on stem berries. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want that to cook up. Let's turn the base on. I really need just a pair of lights out here just so I know when it's active. Actually, I think you've got some good lighting. What sort of options do we have from you? Is that a fucking charge light? There you go, just have that off during the day, on at night. That'll make for a good, Not nearly as powerful as my sap lanterns, but you know what? Add some aesthetic. I actually want to... I'm going to be grabbing some of those later. I want to set them up so they... Speaking of how much... Why the fuck do I have so much spoiled meat? Hold on. Okay, we have 871 friggin' narcotics, so we're pretty good. So we have a trip. We're heading out to the furthest west. Just off the western coast of Australia. We're in that land. Lies our target. And a full-speed Deinosuchus is a pretty dang good way to get there. What the hell's that light over there? Oh, it's just reflection. Well, technically, I think, our Manta is quicker. Deinosuchus has better stamina management. And, you know, when we inevitably get into a fight, my Deinosuchus can handle... Sharkbane can handle herself better than the Manta. Oh, what level is this, by the way? I think we actually do have... 92. We actually do have a pretty solid aquatic force now. We probably could go after one of them. I'm genuinely surprised we didn't have any squid attacks on the way here. What the fuck is that? Is that a bacillo? Oh yes, yes it is. Bacillos have been shockingly rare on this map. We do need one eventually. You know, I'm feeling saucy. We might actually try for a Glaucus today. Though I'll probably go look around for the best one. And it'll be after we've gone back to base. After we've got the Meraxes, we'll probably go for one. Also, I just realized I am a fool. Huh. My OBS chat window is acting up. That's fine. That's completely fine. We can get around that. Now, I just go to this menu instead and everything's fine. Who'da thunk it? Okay. We are in position. Alright, let's deal with this Megalodon, just start clearing the area. Specifically, it's up along the side. However, mosasaurs move a lot, so I'm gonna make sure we hasn't moved anywhere annoying. Also, it's pink. So when it shows up, it'll be kind of obvious. Just over this ridge here. Oh, God damn it. I didn't need the fucking darkness of the ocean depths to the side to show up right now. That is the most ominous fucking sight I think I've seen in my life. Just... everything goes dark and then there's just a single pink light out in the ocean. Alright, it's around here somewhere. Gamma 3, my beloved. Jeez, even Gamma 3 ain't getting it. Going good. Oh, it's a fucking storm going. It's alright, time the Hydrovanta. Yep, this is in fact exactly where I timed the Hydrovanta. I remember that one. Here we go. Okay, this is some better ocean I can actually fucking see in. Oh, that's a really good Hydrovanta. Pity I don't have any beaten up ocean critters. I might have to go piss off the Alphamosa again. Okay. Wasn't down this way, but the fact there is a good Hydrovanta here, I'll have to remember. Yeah, we'll have to head back in mainland. Might come back for that Hydrovanta. We'll see how this taming attempt goes. The Mosa might make it so we can tame the Hydrovanta very... Oh, I just realized I don't have any angler gel. We can fix that. We can fix that the moment an angler shows up. Jeez, anglers are actually kind of rare. I remember the YouTube, not the 156. Excuse me? Holy shit, look how many silica pills there are down here. I will be bringing my Hydrovanta back here later. To just partake. They're not a good combat mount, Hydrovanta. They're good at what they do, which is, you know, being an ocean Daedon. To get our greedy hands on a donkey at some point. If you never saw back in the day when I was on ASE, we had a... Actually, I'm probably going to wait for X-Donkey now that I think about it. We had a pretty strong X-Donkey that we sent into the depths of Fjordor, and we ended up with an absurd amount of metal. Okay, we're at Mosa depth. Like, Mosas don't have to spawn too deep. This isn't the island. Game, can you... It's not a wall game. There you are. I was wondering what you got to. Okay, now that we can actually see down here... We're gonna figure out where this pink Moses got her off to. was just under this island. Nope, this one hasn't gone into the fucking walls again. I think I'm going to be a mite bit pissed if both of my Moses have gone into the walls. Especially since it's been so long since I've tamed a Moser. I haven't tamed one in ASA yet. If you remember me taming them back in ASE, it's always a bit of a fun time. Oh, hold on, free shot. Yeah, I'll gladly take a fucking Ascended Edmontini Flamethrower saddle. Flame Fist has been missing his. Okay, where the fuck is this Moser got off to? Hold on. Maybe it was to the side of the island? Or that'll be the North Island or to the side of. Okay, hold on. You might ask, hey, why don't I scan ahead for these things? Well, last time I scanned ahead for something, I decided to swim into a fucking wall. I'm still pissed at that Mosasaur. I know it's in the wall, even. I saw its tail when I was grabbing a friggin' Protostega. Hello, Protostega. If anyone knows ways to get Mosasaurs out of the fucking walls, please let me know. I would be very appreciative of this knowledge. Okay, it's not the first island, it's the second island. If I remember this correctly, it has been a few days. Should be below us if I have remembered this. Bleh. Oh, hello, Valley. That's a pretty good valley. Right, if I've done it correctly, it should be around here. Presuming, of course, it hasn't gone into another fucking wall like the last one. Which, you know, is a... unfortunately, very distinct and real possibility. I just want a Mosasaur. Oh, hold on there. Ziff 30. Yeah. Flak. Princess Flak, but that'll, grind up, because we need more metal anyway. These mosasaurs, I tells ya. I don't think I went all the way to Shodan's Island. So let's check over here just in case. It's definitely not far enough north to hit the Mosa Trench. I remember that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm noticing a distinct lack of the Mosa that should be here, and I left here. It wasn't down a trench. Let's, did I bring, yeah, I did, okay, let's, grab all that, let's grab the useful stuff off here. Hold on, the stop and start of Sharkbane, well, cool. It's getting slightly on my nerves. Let's get out the Brock. That's some food, hold on. On again. Now, why aren't you going fast? There we go. Now the problem, of course, with the Brog is, while he is fast, we can't shoot off his back. However, he is fucking huge, which does give us a bit of a... He's huge and fast, which does give us a pretty clear view, especially given we're looking for a pink mosasaur. Unfortunately, you can see his other problem. He runs out of stamina very quickly. He is not a sustained sprinter. He's very good at what he does, and what he does is murder things. Lovely colours on that Ziff, actually. We're going to be going after one of them one day, a Ziff, but the Ziffs know what they did. They will pay for crimes committed. There we go, that's standard. If we can't find another Brunk, I will be getting one, because holy shit, if I can fucking get multiples of these, that will be the most absurdly strong army I think I can get. Like, the only reason I didn't win against... I didn't win against the friggin' Alpha Tuso is because a second one showed up. I was absolutely outrunning the Tuso. The ability to just go backwards is such a just power in underwater fights. It's ridiculous. Absolute quirk of how Ark aquatic battles work, mind, but, you know. Oh, hold on. That's a level 24 Moser. Hold on, we're wiping this out so my Mosers can spawn. Switch back to Shark. Sharkbane may not give us the view of a giant critter, but Sharkbane is faster. I'm just not switching next to a fucking pair of Ziffs. Alright, anything here that's going to give us problems? Ooh, that's another broke. That's a 120. I think brokes might be one of those things. Okay, here's the thing though. I do not have the equipment to tame another Brock. We are equipped for Moser taming. And that Brock is way too far out to lure to shore for an easy tame. Now, if that was a female Brug, well, things would be very different, and I would be right now chasing that down to lure to shore. 54, 24. Man, I miss nets. If you know, ASC, then you know you could put a net in a harpoon launcher and it would just catch Ziffs. It was such a powerful tool. Where are we going? Should be this abyssal plane. Oh fuck, hold on. Knew you lot would be out today. Come on, one of you. I love the bonk. Only two? Why am I glitching? Okay, hold on. Can you calm down? Turn and bite. Holy okay. That's something I want to kill, but I don't quite have the force to kill, and especially not with those around. As you may or may not know, Alpha Moses, when you fight them, all the other critters around become hostile as well. I probably can take out the Alpha Mosa. The problem is, the long boys there. Their attack targets Ryder. I have been killed by so many of them because of Alpha Moses. But yeah, sending out both of our Deinosuchus are broke, and I'd have to use... Oh, aha! There she... Hang on, no, that's level 24. It was 180. There was a 180 of roughly about this color in roughly about this area. Okay, we're wiping this one out first because I don't need a level 24 Mosasaur. There! Okay. Let us secure the area. No, okay, I was too far over. Okay, so there she is. Are you really gonna do this, Random Ichthyosaur? I need to grab one of you at some point, but... Alright, I'm pretty sure we're pretty good around here. Yeah, just Ichthyos. Okay. I'm gonna lead off with the good shit. Thankfully, okay. Okay, how much damage are you doing? 129. How much? We have 20k health. Okay, we can tank. Okay, going for the head is pretty good. You already fleeing? That's what I was expecting. Come on. Right there on the nose. That gets it. You can't escape. Nowhere even near done. Okay, that's fine. What damage you do to me just makes it easier for me to use this girl for Hydrovanta taming later. God, I love even when I miss. They're just so long. Such a terrible turning radius. I still hit. Okay, definitely fleeing. Okay, can you... Gotcha. Okay. Not a threat. Archelon, no. Snadia, potentially. All in. How much did that do? 2%. Oh boy, okay. 2 times... We did 49, so we might have enough. Thankfully, we've got squid meat, which is pretty good. A load of that. I don't think anything should aggro here if we leave. It is a Mosasaur, and Mosasaurs are pretty fucking just untouchable. Just thinking I might actually need to go pick up some more kibble for air. It looks like it's going to need 50 something. That's fine. While they won't attack air, they might attack Sharkbane. That's fine. We can dive down pretty quick. Black Omen to the surface. There you are. Beautiful. We got you ready. On you. Let's quickly switch back to that. Got to repair everything when we go back to base. That's fine. Even if we do lose some effectiveness with the squid meat, we shouldn't be too bad. However, they do tame off regular, so primate's more so what we need than squid, and I didn't bring any. Thankfully, though, I'm pretty sure they tame off, let me just check. What kibble do they tame off? We can always just bring... We can bring mutton down, actually. We've got some of that left over. I need to braise the sheep. Beautiful. No attacks from what I can see. Let me just check something. Arc. GG. I knew it. They tame off exceptional, so we can bring some of that over. Fuck, I've been preparing some of that. Okay. Yeah, the exceptional will be enough. It's... Yeah, 2% pair. This'll easily be enough. And hop. Also, I just realized, look how quickly that fucking shit is dropping. Pity that because it's so far underwater, I wouldn't be able to use a blood on it. I just use the rest of the food on it, actually. The rest of the food drainer. Once we're back down there. Oh, cool, I've got some prime on me. That's good. Alright. And almost... Beautiful. Good angle for swimming down. So we'll just go in a circle. That's the best way to descend on a Deinosuchus. Don't point directly down like I'm doing. Alright, that shark is a ways away. Okay. Let's give you this kibble. Eat all of this. Ugh, if the bloods worked underwater. It would be an absolute business. Alright, let's go deal with the threat. Hopefully by the time we're done with this, it'll almost be tamed. And then I reckon I'm going to take you on a little tour to show you a threat I've been dealing with. We'll take the Vanta out. I'm just put some regular fish meat in there just as well, just in case. Oh, hold on, I have 1,000 fish meat on me. Yeah, 2% pair. Ooh, inherit food. This is going to be a hungry friggin' Mosa. We'll have to take her to the surface at some point to see what our actual color scheme is. Any threats around? Not that I can see. Yes, we're definitely getting ready. You may ask, hey, why do I need friggin' ocean creatures? There's nothing on RAG for them. This is preparation for, you know, Gen eventually happening. Even though, yes, I probably would be better served in getting a, an X-Mosa rather than one of these. But, you know. I also want to prepare something for eventually dealing... I want to get a fleet together for dealing with Alpha Tusos, because, 900 per Tuso Eye. If we can easily take out Alpha Tusos, then we are in a position where we can get a truly filthy amount of money. Okay, 2% pairs, 2 more feeds. I'm hoping that you're going to... We should be okay. Aiming effectiveness is still max. Beautiful. We have our, Archelon army for gathering more algae as well. And then we'll take this Leviathan of the Depths back to the surface and see what our color scheme actually is. Oh my god, holy... I hate Mosa Torpidity, by the way. Might have figured by how much I'm just cramming narcotics into this thing's mouth. Thankfully, our next tame today isn't a kibble tame. Actually, I might be able to use this Mosa to try the lure the other one out, maybe. $99.4. So close. So close. We should be good, though. I don't even think I need to give it another narcotic, but... Pardon me. Oh, okay, we were fine on the kibble. I thought I needed more, but no, I only needed 40. There you go. You know what? I'm completely happy to be wrong in this situation. Oh, it's below 1,000. I should just let it go, but I have enough narcotics. I don't need to be... I have 800 narcotics on me, and I have more at base. I don't need to be conservative with narcotics. Yes, it's just paranoia, but... There we go. Alright, first things first. Let's take you to the surface and see what your colors actually are. Hold on, I should grab the shit off you. That I actually want to keep. Yoink, yoink. Not too worried about the squid. We will always have some random squid attacking us, so... the 108. Yep, well, that's 102. Right, this looked pink in the ocean. But, where the fuck you going? I think I named the wrong creature Ishmael. Alright, hang on, I'm going... Okay. I'm going to show you this horrifying nonsense... Actually, no. There's this 160... I was going after a 66 Alpha Tuso, and a freaking 168 popped out. As well. So, you know, I have a slight problem over that way. It's Meraxes time, let's go. Hold on, what's a random... Meg, pretty close to the surface there. A lot of mantas up here as well. 60. There. Oh! 174 manta. Speaking of things I haven't tamed in ASA, I've not tamed a manta in ASA. Then again, I only ever tamed one manta in ASE, and that was thanks to, the mod with the taming. You know what? Hold on. Now that we have a fucking Moser? We might go for that Glaucus. Oh, actually, hold on. There's a creature I might need to grab. Ooh. They are shit levels, but they are... Oh! Goose detected. Goose detected. We're actually going to be working on a project back at base. I'll quickly get it loaded to show you. Once we're back home. And I'm happy I don't live on this island. This place is a fucking war zone. Then again, if we lived on this island, it probably wouldn't be a war zone, given how the stabilizing effect of several incredibly angry wyverns. Just checking the levels on the cows, just in case they were good ones. Alright, now let me check around. Yeah, I think I'm going to be renaming my Karcha, because I think we just got a far better representation for the name Ishmael. Oh, that's a lot of metal. No, fuck it, we're just gonna do a regular one. Alright, yes, we're gonna need more. So, I reckon today's gonna be a taming day. You know what? The next one, though, is gonna be pretty fun and pretty easy. Why are you so low on berries? How many times have I banned you fucking bots? You'd figured you'd get it at this point. So, let's prepare our sacrifices. Shouldn't need more than 10. Also, I just realized 282, I think we want to keep those. What was the, what was the 283? 284 is, okay, 284 is the actual one we want to care about. So, I'm going to grab you, actually. You're not a Rex. Whistle... Neutral. Beautiful. They all need to be on neutral. Now, hopefully 10 is enough. I've never tamed a Meraxes, so I'm not sure, but firstly let's grab some algae. 40 minutes into algae, fully grown, cool. We'll leave all these just growing algae on them. If we come across any, yeah. Right, I need someone who's good at... I might grab my Pyromane. Hang on, Pyromane? Oh, did I put him upstairs? Hold on. Didn't think I would have put him up here already. What? Yep, okay, this was explains why I haven't seen my Pyromanes in a bit. There's Firebrand. You know, we might go and grab that other Pyromane as well, though. Yes, I need something I can use weapons from the back of, and, it's fast enough to outrun a Meraxes. Both of which a Pyromane is very good at. Okay, so just hold R to get her back to normal. Beautiful. Let's give you some meat, actually. You're a bit... Just so you have some food on you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. Let's just grab it off Bryn. Game? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna be right back one moment, just while we start cooking up things. So I might as well go get Toxin out to go and get ready to, Actually, I think... Oh, no, okay, we still had some left over. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to, get kibble production back going again. Thank you, I'm going to be right back one moment, and... just going to prepare the Meraxes same off that way. Also, I just realized, Moza. 51 attack, 62 weight. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not great, but, you know. Yeah, no, I... Actually, hang on. Yeah, no, that is an Ishmael of a Mosasaur. Fuck was that? Weird. Now, can you... Okay, you can just get through there. That's fine. No, you can't get through there. Okay. Oh, right. That's my fucking pyromane on my shoulder. Being extinguished. Yeah, this is deep enough we could breed Moses, yeah. That's what I needed to check. Alright, Karchar will need another name, though. Annoying pain in the goddamn ass. Trying to think of a good name. Berserk, just I got no idea. She's Frida now. Good colors on that one. Alright, I will be back one quick moment while we just overlook everyone here. Pardon that. And yes, the reason I'm bringing our Pyromane, she's not our strongest critter, but I can throw shit out off her back. And she's fast. Yes, this little Meiguana is fast, probably the fastest critter I own, but I can't throw shit out on the back of them. Mind you know, if I had a rock drake. Oh, hold on. I don't care about the Tyranno Dominator, but the Teo. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, strong enough to take out anything here in the desert. Provided, you know, to go splashing in the water. Oh, look, our favorite meal. Yeah, case in point. Oh, nice little Puma. Being fast enough to avoid the confrontations out here is the main thing. For. Up this way. If I had a Thyla, that'd be another good choice. Oh, here we go. No, you are a level 24 Antrio. You're about to get friggin' two-tapped by us. I should actually get one of those geckos. Their tails can lure critters, apparently, which will be, you know, a little bit useful. Bug up. I know the Meraxes is around here somewhere. Oh, hold on. That's a level 30. We can take that out. Alright, let's wipe out these threats. You not being in the ground. Make sure that's it. God damn it, that's 24. You're not the one I'm looking for. Where's the 180 when I need it? Yeah, I just realised this poor girl's health is actually pretty low, all things considered. Absolute glass cannon of a creature, at least with the, setup we have. Might be further north. Because, yeah, I know base game these things are a lot less glass cannon. Hold on. Can we see what levels these are from here? No. I just need to throw explosives at them and hope for the best. $114, that's a bit better. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've gone the wrong way. Hold on. Back to the coast. $6.2, not too bad. But we've seen the 180. Also, another very dumb tame I'm going to do. I'm going to be snagging with those spiders eventually. Oh, hello. Oh, pity that you decided to come fuck around. I do need a mantis at some point. Ascendant Bacillo saddle, huh? Okay. Who's fucking around over there? Oh, that's a Gelvy. On the type of critter I'd like to tame a Gelvy on. Something I can actually, ooh, shoot off the back of. Not the type of critter I want to fight a Gelvy on, though. Those are actually pretty decent Gelvies running around at the moment. Oh, did you dig your way out of the ground? Oh, 180 Faso. Okay. It's a fucking awful spot to tame one. That's something worth noting. Oh, hold on, I see that. Like, I've got some really good ones of these, but, you know, I put down the fucking money. I may as well... 66. May as well snag any good ones I see. Okay, you... There we are. Okay. Okay, it's going after a gecko. That's fine. Let's load up the fucking shoddy. I fight these scorpions. Vultures look like they're probably going to be wiped out by him. I don't need to worry as much about scorpions. They tend to be pretty chill most of the time. Not scorpions, vultures. If I start hearing rumbling, that's where I have a little bit of a panic. Alright, like, why do I have so much fucking shit? Grab that. Oh, grab those. Drop all that shit. Grab that, grab that. I've got enough. Meraxi's heart, that'll be very useful. Hold on, that's a threat over there, but I might be able to lure it down this way. Let's see how this goes with taming. Yeah, the next one was munching on that. Are you not hitting it? Oh, cool. I only need 3. Oh, I thought this was going to be a lot worse tame than it actually is. One more. We just run. You a male or a female, Meraxes, actually? Male, okay. We'll look for a decent female scorched in the surrounding. Alright, we have a horrible baby Kushimera. 51 attack, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good attack. Let's go... Actually, I want to get my fly. There you are. Oh, speaking of flying, hello. 18 bar. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to, put you away. I can just pick you up. Speaking of... land, thank you. Wait, bugger. I need to go looking for, I know I saw a relatively high level one jumping around somewhere, so I do need to look for decent ones of those. And also I need to try to lure that Faso away from there. Actually, does Faso taming KO it? I just remembered we do have an absurd creature that fucking can KO things. In ways they shouldn't be KO'd. We might bring Apophis out for a test. So yeah, I'm detecting a distinct lack of Scorched Meraxes, at least where I'm going. We might need to check the desert proper. Still though, we've had an absolutely good taming session today after last session's fucking hot mess. We got our Moza and we got a Meraxes finally. That's a valley. Let's not deal with that hot mess going on over there. Oh, hold on. Another high level, Epi. Now, our goal is Scorched Meraxes at the moment, so let's see what we can dig up. The stronger the Meraxes, the, I'm pretty sure they can go into boss fights, so... They're probably not going to be our main boss slayer. My particular buffs on this server means that it's going to be Deinosuchus. There is... Oh, fuck, fuck. Jump, jump, get the fuck away. Get the fuck away. What are we dealing with? Alpha? Oh, fuck, hold on. I actually need to see if that's an alpha or not. I don't think it's an alpha because we survived. But I could use that thing's... Where is... We haven't summoned threat entity this session. Come on. I'm walking with a lot of rhythm to attract the worm. What am I looking at there? Oh, vulture. I don't think I've ever seen vultures just walking all that often. Come on, where are you? Shai-Hulud! Come on, sandworm. Oh, free brain. Where'd it go? Sandworm? Shai-Hulud? That was so much easier to find back in ASE. Speaking of, what level are you? This one's so close to shore, I might actually be able to use, 216! Okay! Okay. I did say I wanted to get one of these. $216, it's right next to shore, so I can just fucking send, this girl in after it. Okay, let's... Oh, that's a pyromain extinguishing. Okay, what is this hot mess going on over here? There you are. Sharkmane. You know what to do. You are named for being able to resolve this. Oh, hold on. That little shit's coming a little too close. Yeah, just having Threat Entity there, we're going to win this fight. Like, alright, let me, my flippity floppities, there they are. Hold on, that is a... fucking 2 megs. Okay, that's magical. I love when just random ass megalodons are right underneath the fucking creature I want to tame. I get Abyss out and just set him to disable item victim collection. Okay, let's deal with these megalodons. Hold on. Okay. I can use spears from the back, can't I? Yep, beautiful. So let's start with this one. Okay, now are you going to want to... If I release you, are you going to... Hold on. Spin to the side. Oh, thank fuck I didn't do that a second time. Now, if I get off you, are you going to want to go for those? No, good, okay. Now it's 10 of these, so let's drag. Find where that other corpse went, but that's fine. One. Just got my scuba while I'm down here. There we go. Actually, do I have any regular arrows? 56. You know what? That'll do. Thank you. 2. Actually, I'm going to put these 2 here. Threat entity, I don't need to ride for her to do her best. So we're going to use Sharkbane to try to lure her to the land and then just absolutely fucking reduce her to nothingness. Yeah, we'll try to lure it to land and then just reduce it to nothing. Perfect shot. This will be number 3. May as well just start sniping the rest, because we've got a perfectly good crossbow. Let's try to lure all these in. Come on, I know you want to stab me. The less walking I have to do with you all makes my job a whole lot easier. Come on. Look. Something that isn't immune to electricity. And again, there's not many here. I could probably just start taking them out. Oh, Joyce, you're a tough one. Jeez, that was a bulky one. Would you like to accept this? Hang on, I have to deal with this. Thank you. Can I get your... Hold on, this one is a bit too big. 5. At least shooting him seems to aggro him pretty dang well, so that's always good. One more shot ought to do. Oh, that is a tiny little menace we just swam past. That's going to be a hard shot. Number 6. Still this menace right here. I think that's the tiniest one I've ever seen. Jeez. Didn't know they came that small. We're going to move Sharkbane over. Have it ready to go. Excuse me. No, no. You don't do that. This hasn't even got meat in it. 7. Ooh, I'm probably gonna get fucking murdered when this thing happens. Ah, beautiful. I was going to say, there should be another one just randomly appearing, and it did. So what level we got on this one, actually? Okay, hold on. Sort that. 8. There's problems over there. Hopefully that one's been pissed off enough that it'll start chasing us. Next one will be it. So I'm going to swim straight for Sharkbane. Oh, God damn it, game. At least it's doing one of these right now, not when I'm actually trying to grab this. Sharkbane, Sharkbane, Sharkbane! Threat entity, kill! Thank you, Sharkbane. I probably could have taken that out solo, but well, whatever. What did I actually get from there? Nothing all that exciting, but that's a 216 Glaucus. So, thank you, Sharkbane. You've served well. I'm going to go one more quick run on Threat Entity, just to see if we can't lure that Sandworm out again. I want to tame a Sandworm. I don't know if that 180 is still over. Where we left it, though. Oh, here we go. I need your horns. Therein is the problem with the death worms. I need the horns from them. There aren't many of them around. Where is that, actually? Oh, that's not too far. We might go grab that on the way back to base. So it doesn't look like there's any other Meraxes around, sadly, but we've got the Rexes ready to go if we need them. I'm just going to go for this random yellow drop over here. And sadly, the ice worms don't spawn in the ice worm cave. I mean, the queen does, but, you know, the queen doesn't drop horns anymore. Oh, threat entity. I need you to back it up a bit. Mastercraft Lamantria saddle. You know what? Why the fuck not? Oh, hello. Yeah, 102. I don't know if our... Because we have an aberrant spider. I don't know if the aberrant one will work to tame any of these other ones. So I'm trying to keep a bit of an eye out for a decent level female. And Meraxes can kind of spawn down here, can't they? Wander in the market for a Scorch Meraxes, because, you know, I know there's that 174 Meraxes over in the friggin' there, but that is not a Scorched, so, you know. I think we'd have to go into the cliffs, actually, to get another Scorched. Oh, Iguanodon. I thought the Iguanodon was something else for a moment there. Oh, what are you? Nice colours on the Diplo. I just want to be careful here. Not that anything can threaten us, but I know Capros like to live in this water. While a Capro can't really threaten us, it can knock me off. And, you know, we just have the creature loose with no management. You know, that's surely a great idea for all parties involved. Ooh. Alright. Run past these lights, we don't need to get involved in their dispute. What do we got going on here? I got Tuama, 66 Ino. Pretty decent Ino, actually. Not the best, not really worth taming, but... You know, if I wasn't aware, they're very common. Oh. Whoops! Okay, Oviraptor. I haven't seen those in a while. Oops, accidentally fucking just murder it. I need to get one of those beetles at some point. Because I've learnt one of them generates gunpowder. And we go through so much fucking gunpowder that, like... Oh, that might be what we're looking for down there. Let's quickly just first shovel this up. The shells we can grind. Okay, I saw something down here. Hold on. We're gonna need a glider. Let's just quickly sort your inventory before you head back in. That we keep. Oh, that biotoxin we definitely keep. Everything else we do not need. Okay, that's Agatuama. 60. What was the other thing we saw down there, though? Saw something having a go. Was it just an Agatuama? Was it? No. Sick. Couldn't have just been... Or did it fuck around with the Agatuama? Must have been low enough level, it just got fucking... Oh, hold on. I think that's a Tyranno... Yeah, it's a Tyranno. Oh, freaking Tyranno Dominators. I'm gonna have to get one of them at one point. I want to test their crazy little... Oh, hold your phone! 156, and there doesn't appear to be any fucking insects around to fucking send it into a crazed rage for once. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's just do a quick scan of the hills here. This area tends to have some pretty pissed off critters, so hopefully... Holy moly. Okay, hold on. Fucking turf war going on down here. What's going on here? Yudi. Okay, I am not fucking around with a Yudi. Yeah, Dazung is fighting something. Fuck off. pretty good design, but that's another high-level female. And I have so many high-level female Zungatheriums. I need a friggin' male. Oh, hold on. Why are there two Glaucus just hanging out? I really need to get a new graphics card. I was eyeing one, but I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm buying. Oh man, all these fun pathways make me think, God, I'd kill for another RP server. Oh, organic poly. Ooh, advanced bullets. Yes, please. I will gladly take more bullets. Okay. Hello, Overraptor. Do your thing. I think these can grow up on land. Yeah, that's auto incubating. You're on, aren't you? Yeah, you're good. That'll get picked up nice and quickly. Probably I'm going to go put it in the water, though, because, it's a sea slug. Yeah, there's the chicken again. Where's the friggin' chicken? I don't have a chicken, but that's twice I've had one. Let's grab this. Oh, you're making me jerky. Thank you. We'll leave Firebrand out by the cooking. She is an important part of our base ecosystem. Anywho, I'm going to grind up all these bullets for all that delicious metal. All that delicious metal and gunpowder. Delicious. We're gonna get Fire Fist upgraded, actually. I don't need chitin boots. Lamantria, sure, why the fuck not? So, probably going to be about time to head on off, but what I'm going to do, we're going to start some plotting and planning for next time. I don't think, yeah, we only have 8, so I don't think we've got enough sandworm stuff to get one of those, but I reckon I'm going to try for a squid. Which is going to be a bit of an interesting one. Going. Oh, Gigantoraptor. What do these actually become kibble-wise? Superior. We'll grab it just so we have a bit of Superior left around, just in case we need it as an emergency. Oh, right, yeah, Glaucus are fine on land. They just can't use their electricity attack. Also, So we're going to get the crew ready. Let me just check the algae, speaking of the crew. Algae's fully grown. Beautiful. Excuse me, can I... Are you all on food, by the way? Oh, that's a nice good load of algae for us, if nothing else. There, I need to do a second level here with another. Hold on. Actually, I'll make my rope wall, actually, now I think about it. You don't know it being too... Oh, hold on, we want it there. Select just that, beautiful, and... Ah, beautiful, I got 16 of them. Just lying around. Do I have a ladder in here? No, I did. Maybe wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Good question. I'm not sure myself. I think something like this. And then we put some more fridges up here. Yeah, that'll be... Yep, that'll be nice. Actually, are you the one who's squawking? Shouldn't be. That's a chicken thing. Do I have more ceilings on me? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll just make it like this. I could. I'm going to use this one as the way up instead. Nah, this one will be fine. So we'll put some more fridges up here just so we have more fridges because we are starting to run out of room. But our Glaucus should be ready now. Pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay, where are our beasts of assistance? I found out something about these, by the way. They, increase growth. Hold on, just realized. Let's put away the Rexes. We'll pull them out if we encounter another Meraxes. I should probably have, like, wood, yeah, rope ones hanging off that, so it looks like it's suspended. That's actually a good idea. And where is the... you sorted. There we go. So, with the Dryo... Oh, lovely colours, by the way. The Dryo gives hair... I say hair, I don't know why, but it looks like a hair to me. Cowardly, oh, poor girl. Yep, beautiful, and we're getting food refilled from Dryo. The Dryo will keep hair fed as baby. And the Red Panda will speed up hair growth rate. Which it looks like we're going to need, because it has been a suspicious amount of time, and maturation's still at 0%. Interesting. Oh, there we go, just popped to 1.7. Okay, this is going to be a quick one. Oh, while we're here, Fire Fist. I need to get you a friend at some point, but we're going to equip you with the flamethrowers again. How does this look looking down from down here, actually? Because, yeah, this was supposed to be a gap to the bottom. May as well just not have the gap on these, honestly, and just... You know what, yeah, we might change it up so we actually have full levels rather than the gap, because that way I can put all this to use instead. Thankfully, we only have one area where we need to pick stuff up. So, yep, we're going to just fill the gap in on all these so we have a lot more floor to do shit with. Oh, look at that, 2.9%. Alright, we're going to, I'm going to deal with this off stream. Because just watching a baby sea slug dragon grow up is not the most exciting content. We are going to sell off all these megalodon teeth, though, because we've, you know, decimated the local population. I don't know if we're going to grab anything out of the current batch of the shop. I am expecting a reset at some point. The bunyip is what I do crave, but getting a bunyip will be very... We could get another Daemonus just to have a second one in case we can breed them. Actually, you know what? I just realized what we do need to do. Just to make sure we can always pilot them in the event of emergency. Beautiful. Also, while we wait on that to grow, does the aura respawn? No, we might actually just have to go out to, oh, yes, oh, look at that, it's back already. Beautiful. I could bring our Anki, but I'm feeling... Actually, I really shouldn't do anything crazy at the moment, because we do have you growing. 6%, that's fine. Let's just grab a bit more metal for the day. I would bring, Fire Fist out to more of these. The problem with Fire Fist is she, I can't pick her up with a Karkanos, so I can't get her to the upstairs ones. And while absolutely a better fighter, a lot of the time I want to keep the Karkanos in the cave alive. But with our first Glaucus here, we're probably going to go and get a second Glaucus at some point. That poop, actually. That poop will become very useful. So, yep, we're going to put ceilings in every friggin' floor here to get rid of a lot of the fanciness we did have with the gap on every level, but we'll keep the gaps up here. Plus, it's just gonna do us so much easier if we just run around the whole thing. We'll have so much more storage space. It's like I'm jumping down it or anything like that anyway. So, how much? 16 minutes. I just want to get you to juvenile. Maybe I'll throw this chili in here, actually. Chili? Where'd chili go? Where'd I put the chili? Hold on. Game, you weird sometimes. Beautiful, up to juvenile, so that should be fine. I will handle all that off stream. Make sure we've got no chaos going on there. And next time, we might go after... Actually, we might go after... I just remembered that Glaucus have a fucking laser beam. We might be dealing with a fucking Alpha next time. We have this little threat entity here. Once we've got the first Glaucus, of course, the next Glaucus will be a much easier tame. But you all have a good one, and let's just see if there's anyone kicking. I think there might be. Oh no, there isn't. I thought Ryko was streaming. Okay, that was a... Whoops. Anyone around? Nope. Welp. Till next time. Toodles.